All right, welcome back. Natasha, will I say gate or it's not a gate, right? It's not a financial fraud.
No, it's not a gate.
It's not a gate, okay. Natasha, whatever we call it. Natasha was docked yesterday at the High Court, in FCT in Abuja for defamation against the Senate President and Yahaya Bello. The woes of Nashata has not subsided at all. But in a twist, she's always up to the task and ready to go. She's not cowering in any way at all. Well, it was given bail condition, self-recognition. The judge allowed it, and the case was postponed. Now the state are the one persecuting. Will I say persecuting or prosecuting Natasha?
But a lot of Nigerians are seeing it as
persecution. As persecution. Maybe that's why I went on the way of persecution.
We have said it before. There is nothing wrong in calling anyone to defend or substantiate or being called upon to answer for what you have said. Okay, it is not something you wish away by any means. Going to national television to say some other person is conspiring to kill you. It's not like it's a grapevine or something they had. He's dropping and you had it or something. This is on television, and why addressing the people from her district, she made that statement. So being called upon to answer for that it's not bad, okay. But the question is, if you are taking issue of defamation, which is where our law is still a little bit murky, the person that is being harmed by the defamation should be like a person like Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan, Yahaya Bello. These people that are being harmed by the defamation should be the one that is, prosecuting or filing cases against Natasha. So making it a criminal defamation where the state comes inside to help Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan and Yahaya Bello to prosecute somebody that defamed them is a little bit difficult for people to swallow. Why don't we leave issues of defamation before civil domain? Leave issues of defamation at civil domain, so that if I defame you, you take me to court. Yes, I'm not of the opinion that I should go to television and say, oh, this person is trying to kill me, and not be called upon.
Without substantial evidence.
And not be called upon. So you can't do that, because you are damaging that person's image if it is not true. But she has also not come to say it is not true. Maybe it is true. Maybe she has her evidence, and that is why this litigation is important. Only that we wish that state resources, because we are bothered about state resources. The money belongs to you and I. Anytime the police is involved in doing anything, our money is involved. But if it's the individuals that were being defamed or defamed are the one carrying out these litigations themselves, we won't be bothered. The court would decide.
Philip, this defamation case against the Senate President and the former governor of Kogi State, why is the state, that's the Nigerian state, why are they interested? Why is the Ministry of Justice being the one pursuing the case? Now, we have not heard of, because Nashata was the one that reported this case to the police. Now, the first thing they're supposed to do is to, first of all, investigate the case. They've not done that. Now, the defamation case, because reporting that my life is under threat should be a case that the police should pick up. But they've not done that. We've seen the twist in the other side of it. Why?
Well, when you look at the charge sheet with which they charged Natasha, there's nothing like defamation. What they said is cyber bullying.
Okay.
And then the cyber bullying law was passed in 2024. And they are saying that, I haven't, I'm not conversant with the law as of today. But from what I saw in the charge sheet, it has to do with the cyber bullying crime, which the law, has spelled out, the offenses and all of that. But, in agreeing with what Mr. Kafo said, if the state so believed that Natasha had put out statement out there that looks false in nature, what I thought the state should have done is to invite her and investigate her, not even going to court, because we were not told at any point that he was investigated because she was far away when they took her to court and they brought warrant to go and arrest her, if not for the fact that her lawyer was in court. Because if you think the Nigerian police, they will know the way they operate, they will invite you and ask you a question. If like he said, she alleges that these people are planning to kill her. She didn't hide to say it. She said it to her people so that if anything happened to her, these people should be held liable. Why not the police, first of all, invite her to get the details from her so that to know whether these people actually they are planning to kill her or not? But the reverse is the case here. The person who is complaining of being, planning to be killed is the one trying for, putting people's name, defaming people's name. That's the word they're supposed to. But they cleverly said is cyberbullying. They are now smuggling in another law to try her instead of dealing with the main issue that is before the society. Like you said, this is wasting the public money. It's not always difficult on the side of government. When the government money should be used for better things that will, better the life of the citizen, they will channel their energy and the money in doing things that they are not meaningful, that are even harmful to the citizen. If Natasha, Natasha was not a city senator, what would have become of her? So this is how so many innocent citizens die, go to jail for no just cause. If somebody just frame you up, they will just hold you to the court, and the next you find yourself, you are in the prison. So it's very saddening that the state, instead of the police, the security agent, that I don't know how they do their work these days. Because if they had charged Natasha for a false accusation or false statement, making false statement to the police or something, we should know why the state is involved. But in this case, they said cyberbullying that is putting the senator president name and the former governor of Kogi State is jeopardy. Well, how is that the problem of the state? Those people whose name are being defamed, they should go and clear themselves in the law court. But to our surprise of everyone, Natasha is the one that is facing trial and the one crying that, look, my life is in danger. Instead of the state doing something to protect her lives, the state is not even doing more to endanger her life, even send her to prison. So we have a long way to go.
Natasha, first of all, has a case before the court on her suspension.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not fully aware if that case has come for mentioning. But this one that came much after is faster than the one that was reported. The judiciary, Kikireko told us that he's going to do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, that is the first step, admitting that our judiciary, has a problem.
Yes.
Certainly our judiciary has a problem. But that said, I don't think this one is just the issue of judiciary having problem. There could be, political undertone of not, expediting the case of this suspension. Okay. But being that as it may, if you notice, they are bringing this cyber crime where they are trying to peg it to government, because they are trying to say that the statements that was electronically transferred, that was electronically transmitted, was sufficient to incite the people and cause public disorder. You see where they are trying to get her involved, making it a police matter, because once what you are doing is capable of causing public disorder, particularly when it is not truthful, then the police will find a way of, having that security content and come inside. That's why they've looked at it. Maybe the initial filing they had with the police penal code that was used, maybe they do not think it's strong enough.
It doesn't have the weight.
Yes, they're not getting this cyber crime together. And cybercrime, we're not very conversant. It's a very new new law. And I remember one time we wanted to make effort to even partner with the police to educate people the content of cybercrime and what's so that, because education is important, so that people even know what it is. At the end of the day, you can't remove politics in this prosecution. You cannot. It could be that they just want to get her busy or weary her out. You have been praising her that she's strong, but the stamina, how long can she stand? And what more can she sacrifice? I'm not certain she's sitting. I'm not certain when essentially she has constituency is well represented within this period, what more can they sacrifice and how much can she sacrifice? Stamina is important. Does she just want to run away, like Mandela that went to jail for 27 years, or like Abiola that stood with her mandate? Not everybody have that kind of stamina.
Well, I remember Okafor has always praised the president as a Democrat, but like you normally say it, the hand of Jacob and the head. How do you normally say it?
The hand of Esau.
The hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob. Yeah. Is that what we are seeing?
You see,
will Okafor still be able to say that this president is a Democrat?
yes.
We answer for himself, but I want to get your opinion.
You see, the president is a Democrat by
Okafor's
definition. But I've always said that I have not seen any trace of Democrat in the.
And especially after Lamido has told us that
he was a supporter of military rule, exactly. And with his own actions and antecedent, we agree with Lamido. Coming to the issue of Natasha, and I just want to add my voice to what he said to you, that how long can Natasha stand? You see, I take you back to the civil suit on her suspension. Now, 6 months is almost coming by. He had a matter in court.
Yes.
By the time 6 months is elapsed, ordinarily he was supposed to return to the chambers.
Yeah.
So, but when he returned to the court, he said, no, you can't come in. Your matter is in court. The court is disposed with your matter. You see where he said it's political undertone. So how long can she stand? I pray she had the stamina to stand to the end, because it's not an easy road.
Okay, so answer for yourself, because you are here.
No, I don't speak for Mr. President. I speak for the people of Nigeria. And, notice that sometimes they say this man is a Toby man. The next one they say this man is Amado man, because that is how it appeals to them. Yes. Essentially, we speak for Nigerians, and the leadership style we all have chosen, which is democracy. So, and when somebody does certain things that appears to be democratic, I would say because you have done something wrong before, it means that this one has to be discredited by that. We have to learn how to take, actions and appraise things independently. Do you understand? So, like I said, I do not think because you are a senator or because you are a woman or because we think you are being persecuted, you have gotten a license to say whatever you like or something that is not true. No, nobody has got that license. So if you are being called upon to answer to what you have said, that is not wrong. But the question is, who is calling you? Why does it look like one party is being helped? This thing could have been left, like I said earlier, in civil domain, where these people fight it out themselves instead of engaging our, joint, our commonwealth.
Right. Thank you for staying with us. At least Okafor have been able to wriggle himself out. He's a lawyer that did not go to law school. That's the only issue. Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure. All right, everyone, we'll be right back.